tell you what's wrong in America today. We all know the unemployment rate is too high, the economy is too sluggish, and they're spending too much money. So I want to spend some time just talking about some of the solutions. You know, we didn't have to have government takeover of the healthcare system to make it better, to make it more affordable, more available, more affordable. There's about 6 or 7 things that we could have done. Even David Jones, who was a river that spent his life in healthcare, said he could only think of 3 pages of things that could be done. At the max, probably 2, not 2,600. For one, we could let small businesses band together across state lines to form larger groups so that they can get the buying power of big business, big government, and big labor. 2, we could allow insurance companies to sell insurance across state lines to get more competition in the industry. I think in exchange for that, those insurance companies would have to write 3 standard policies. Now, they can write whatever they want to write. I believe in free markets, but I think in order for people to be able to shop their insurance on an individual basis, it's important to be able to compare apples for apples. So if they had an A, B, and C policy that was absolutely identical from carrier to carrier, every word, every T, every I, every period in the same place, then a high school graduate driving one of our trucks out here wouldn't have to compete with a Philadelphia lawyer back out here. And he wouldn't find out that there was something missing when he got sick 5 years down the road. It seems to me it also simplified the system for healthcare providers. If you showed up at the hospital with a B card, they don't have to call the carrier to see what's covered. It's all the same. It doesn't matter who issued it, whether it was Humana or Anthem or New York Life. The B cards are all the same. C card or A card. You know, one of the things you do to make it portable is, first of all, allow everybody to buy their insurance with pre-tax dollars instead of after-tax. I mean, I'd like to get out of the insurance business, but we can't do that to our employees, because if we pay them the money rather than the insurance, we would have to payroll deduct Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, income tax, and everything else. So they wind up with about 1/3 less money to go out and buy benefits. But if you level the playing field up so everybody buys benefits with pre-tax dollars, now I can give them the money and they can buy a policy in their name. I mean, if they leave our company, they don't lose their car insurance. They don't lose their house insurance. The only reason they lose their medical insurance is it's our policy, not their policy. If they had their own policy, it would be portable. It goes anywhere they go. So that solves the problem of affordability. If you got somebody that's chronically ill, that's currently on Medicaid, leave them on Medicaid if they want to go to work, and let the employer pay Medicaid the same amount of money they pay for everybody else. In that fashion, you wouldn't destroy the experience on a small group, but people that want to work and could work part-time, if they're chronically ill, they get a job. We need tort reform. Doctors today send more money to the insurance companies than they take home to their families. And we all pay that when we go down to see the doctor. We all pay that when we check into the hospital. It's an expense that's borne by anybody that uses the healthcare system in the United States. So, I mean, there's things that we can do here, folks, that are common sense steps to make it more available, more affordable, and more affordable without government takeover. They would have right now a bureaucrat to decide who lives and who doesn't. And they also tag student loans onto that for reasons known to God and Nancy Pelosi. I don't know what student loans have to do with healthcare, but they'll decide, I guess, who goes to medical school as well, who gets a student loan and who doesn't. So we feel like cap and trade is something else that, you know, there's one rule when we talk about medical care, one of the rules of the doctor is first do no harm. When you're treating a sick patient, you don't want to make anything worse. economy is sick, and they're doing a lot of harm. It's not just taking over healthcare. Cap and trade is another major mistake that's working its way through Congress right now. I mean, it's going to make it more expensive. Your electric bill may triple or quadruple, we don't know. But it's kind of like the medical bill. When Nancy Pelosi said we need to pass this bill so we can find out what's in it. Well, cap and trade is a little bit like that. We really don't know how much gas is going up or how much electricity is going up or other utilities. We just know they're going up. And Indiana would be worse than any other state in the country except Texas. I mean, we get 95%, a little better than 95% of our electricity from home. Most of the rest of it comes from natural gas. Two of the natural resources they want to tax the most. But what you may not know is it's going to cause the value of your house to go down. The EPA would have to issue a certificate in order for you to sell your house. They will inspect it and decide what you need to do to make it energy efficient. So if you're living in an 1890s farmhouse someplace or a historic home, they may come in and say you need to put in a thermal fan. They may not like your furnace, so you have to replace it with an energy efficient furnace. You might have to blow extra insulation in gas. We don't know. It also says that the administrator of the EPA may, from time to time, change the rules. Not the Congress, the administrator of the EPA. So 3 years from now, they can say you have to put solar panels on your roof. You want to sell a house. So as if the economy is not the present value of your home enough, cap and trade will appreciate it some more. It will also run most of the manufacturing jobs that are left out of the United States. I mean, think about this for a minute, folks. Just not necessarily scientific terms, just good old leisure common sense. They say we have global warming and global climate change, so we need to deal with greenhouse gases all over the earth. 1.3 billion Chinese said, thank you very much, we're not going to participate. A little over a billion Indians said, no, thank you, we're not going to do that either. And then we have a billion or so Africans that said, no, we're not going to do that either. And then you had South Americans and Central Americans and all the other people that said, no, we're not going to do that either. So now you want 300 million Americans to commit economic suicide for what? The experts even say that it might make a tenth of 1% difference 30 or 40 years from now. I mean, this is a scheme to let some rich folks become richer, buying and selling carbon credits, and create more revenue for the government. So we have a lot of things here that are not being helpful to the economy. So what do we need to do to fix it? Drill here, drill down. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for wind energy. I'm all for solar energy. I'm all for hydrogen. I'm for clean fuels. I'm for everything. But you just have to understand that in the foreseeable future, we're still going to need fossil fuels, oil, and natural gas. We have so many machines that burn diesel fuel and gasoline that are long life machines like these locomotives you see sitting over here on the rail. Some of those will be 25, 30-year assets. We've got barges, towboats out here in the Ohio River that are 25, 30, 50-year assets. You know, we've got farm tractors, all kinds of infamous caterpillars.